I'm going to do a little harvesting today. I've got some good cucumbers. I lost my tripod. So there's one. This is Chicago pickling. And here's some more. These just came up very suddenly. Oop. So these are coming on really well. And they're starting to really ripen quickly. Oh my goodness. I did not see those. They'll survive. So these pickles, I had pretty good success with Chicago pickling last year. And I'm having it again this year. I think these will become quite the staple in my garden. I had never grown them before. I really like them. They're nice and sweet, and they're definitely crisp. Got a lot of little ones coming up, but I do have a little cucamelon update. There's a couple. I've been trying to hand pollinate these. It is not easy. They are very tiny. I mean, you can see here how tiny these flowers are. It's not very delicate. It's like neurosurgery. It's crazy. I've got quite a few cherries starting to come on, but look at all of this. I mean, these are just loaded. This is my jungle. I'd already made the decision that I was not going to over prune these. Look at this. And they're all starting to get to that blushing point. I can see them in there. And I mean, they're just beautiful. Look at this. I am so excited. My cabbage, on the other hand, not doing great. Definitely have cabbage worms. I keep using neem oil on them, and it does seem to help a bit. But I've also got another friend in the garden who is, I don't think it's a rabbit, although I did have a rabbit have babies in here. That's a whole nother story. But I think it's chipmunks. But look at these. I mean, they're just loaded. I'm almost afraid to say how well the tomatoes are doing overall, because last year was such a terrible tomato year that I don't want to jinx it. But look at this. This is the first actual tomato. Full-size tomato. This is the Whopper, and I am gonna cut this one. Beautiful. I'm so excited. That's the first one. Not quite the Whopper I was expecting, but beautiful nonetheless. That's the first non-cherry that's ripened. So let's go back and take a look. So I've got a lot of varieties here. I have a lot of Cherokee purples. None of them have begun to ripen. And this one, look at this. This looks like it was a double. What is that called? I can't remember the name, but I mean, these are, look at this one. It's a nice big variety. These are as well. I think those are Cherokee purples. Look at this. This one is Big Rainbow. That's from seed. This is also Cherokee Purple. This is also Cherokee Purple. That's also a Big Rainbow. Now over here, we definitely have more of a mishmash, but these Indigo Rose, they are not fully ripe yet. This one is getting close. I know they don't get full size. They're clearly more like in a cherry growing formation, but those will be ripe soon. They look delicious. I've got some other cherries. I mean, look at the cherries. They've got to be, they're over 6 feet tall. You can see some in there as well. I'm gonna let those cherries go another day. I've got, this is all zucchini, but on this plant, they were basically all, there's one female. Oh my God, that's the first female I have seen. So I'm gonna, oh, there's a zucchini. I'm gonna try to find a male flower. That other plant that I was just showing you was all male flowers. I mean, every time I looked at them. I really just want this one to open. It was open earlier. I don't know. I'll have to do that later. But I'm gonna go ahead. I don't even know. That looks like a stink bug, but I'm afraid of that. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna put my head in the sand about it. All right, here's another zucchini. I got many zucchinis out of 3 plants. Okay, so over here, these are Big Beef. And they're doing pretty well. This one's store-bought. Brandywine. I had been wanting, I believe, these 3 here. These 3 are Brandywine. I've been wanting to try those. And I didn't have seeds, so I bought those starts. We've got more cucumbers here, peppers. These are banana, sweet banana. Tomatillos always come on strong. I do a lot of hand pollinating. You need to pollinate from a separate plant, so you cannot use the flowers from the same plant to pollinate. They have to be from a separate plant. So I do that as often as possible. This side, I've done a lot of pruning. Oh, there's one. There's one. This one has looked healthy, but quite honestly, it's just not producing. Again, I'm finding so many male flowers that it's odd. Okay, but here we have a female. Okay, so now I'm gonna pollinate that. So I have my little paintbrush here that I keep on both sides of my fence, my arbor. And I'm gonna, now I've lost it. I'm gonna go to a male flower, just put it in, and here we go. Here's the female, and I'm going to hand pollinate it. And then I usually go to another male flower just to be sure. Oh, oh. Well, thank you. Look at that. Oh, that's so, I love it. Like, hey, let me do it. That's my job. That's awesome. You do it. I do have quite a few bumblebees in the garden. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. And just in case. Yeah, that's fantastic. I love that. I've definitely seen more bumblebees around this time. of the year than normally. I'm gonna get, now this one it just might be too late. I see it there. That one just might be too late to pollinate. I don't know if it'll grow. Yeah, see, there's a couple more right there. So I'm hoping this picks up some steam this side. Basil's growing great. Of course, all my cilantro's bolting. Over here, I quite literally and mistakenly planted what I thought was all cucumbers, but there got to be a spaghetti squash in there, and I didn't even notice it, so until now, in the last few weeks. So, yeah, my long beans, they're coming on. I'll probably, you know what, I need to harvest those today. We have something in the garden that is devouring all of my beans. So I'm not gonna take a chance. They're delicious. I still have frozen. I blanched and vacuum sealed a bunch of these last year, but my plants just simply did better last year because nothing was devouring them daily, like they're nightly, like they are now. So I don't know what the deal is. I think it's ground squirrels. I think they're the same exact thing that destroyed my all my ground cherries last year. So disheartening. Okay. So we're back over here. I've got peppers. These are some shishitos. So I've got 2 of those. They're getting there. There's a poblano. I planted some serranos, and none of those are coming up. I had a really great serrano year last year, but not this year. There's Darla. Hi. Hey, girlfriend. Okay. All right. So we do have some cucumbers that are coming on. Okay, that's good. Hopefully we'll be swimming in cucumbers soon. I'm always tucking them up. Okay, there's another long bean. This one can get a little plumper. I'll leave it, but I bet it'll be gone in the morning. Look at these. I mean, these are doing so well. I believe these are just red beefsteak. I've got a mishmash over here. Some of these were just volunteers that I let go, so I'm not even sure what some of them are. I don't know what that is. Tomatoes. Oh, there's another pickle. I always call them pickles ever since I was a kid. I have to really think to myself to call them a cucumber. There's a pickle. I'm gonna let that go another day. So here is a sucker I missed. Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay. And my black hollyhocks. Looking beautiful. This is where I pulled out spinach that had completely died, bolted and died. So this is where I've put in some radish. I've not had good luck with radishes or carrots. And I really think it's just my soil. I think the soil is just, it's not where it should be at. It's not really loose enough. I've been working it. So I'm just going to give this a little sprinkling. Okay. Yeah, not had, I think the soil is just too compacted. I've really been working it. I mean, this garden's only been around in its current form for this the second year. Oh, look at this. That's very nice. Green pepper. I mean, I don't even know what's in. Some of these are Cubanelles, which I picked, quite honestly, too early last time, so I'm going to let those go. There's some more Cubanelles back there. Okay, peas. Peas are just doing very well, shockingly. And look at this. I've got, look at that. Can you see? I know the sun's really bright, but I've got eggplant. So that's very exciting. This, I believe, was a volunteer. And oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that. I mean, I'm just, holding my breath, praying for some good tomatoes in the end. Cabbage. Oh yeah, look at all that caterpillar poop. Last year I did get one decent head of lettuce, or head of cabbage. Okay, you can see there are eggs on this one. This one's kind of broken off anyway, so I'm just going to get rid of that. But, I did get a decent head last year, but I had to really dig out the caterpillars. This kale, is just amazing. This was chard, is doing okay, but you can see here look what happens to my beans. They just get destroyed, eaten nightly. Yeah. Chipmunks, squirrels, and there is I believe that's a squash beetle. They're all over as well. So here is one part of a plant. Look at that. They missed some beans. How lovely. I got two beans, and the wildlife gets the rest. Oh, wait, I lied. I'm sorry. 3 beans. 3 beans. Wait. Oh. 4 bush beans. Ugh. It's disheartening, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. 4 whole bush beans. And I already picked some today. Some cherry tomatoes, so. All right, here's to hoping it gets cranking. But look at this view.